Ooh, hello, my lovers. How are you? Oh, I do apologize. The lighting is a little off skis. I thought I could do without lights, but my face is looking a bit dark here. So I am preparing notes for our what's happening tomorrow, the full moon. So I'm just tuning to Adrian. Adrian. What's that from? Rocky. And yeah, I'm making notes for the full moon update, which I will do tomorrow. I've decided to go away tonight and stay in a little cabin in the woods. Just feeling guided to move about ultimately, and as guidance, I believe, anyway, to finish writing the Unplugged course. So this card just jumped out there, and I'm feeling this as well. There's definitely this sort of integration happening, and it's deepening our understanding of creation and our part in it. So let's just get some general energies for this community. You guys know it's always my intention to offer divine guidance and loving clarity when I am working with these cards. I mean, generally as well. I've just made myself another. Were you guys here yesterday or 2 days ago when I shared my the stuff that I'm creating basically? And I've just made a new tincture. So this is sweet almond oil with rose and lemon. And the lemon is, I think, going to be a nice addition to the mix. So, hey, I'm MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love, and Ultra Love offers online coaching, intuitive tarot. And as I was mentioning, I'm writing the final installment of the Be the Change online course series, which focuses on unplugging from mainstream media, which is what I'm finishing now. Zenful Zero Waste, helping you to live more sustainably, and being vegan and spirituality simplified, which is really based on my 20-year spiritual awakening and transformation. Okay. I'm feeling like a kind of speedy type of energy, which is actually quite relevant to the to the energies right now. We're moving toward full moon in Gemini tomorrow, but we're definitely in the zone of it now. And this is really merging and stimulating the integration process that we've been undergoing for at least the year, if not a couple of years of a sort of shape-shifting, experiencing a lot of events out of our control, having multiple ego deaths, and truly our reality being shape-shifted. Of course, we know that it never ends and it continues, but certainly in my experience, when we're undergoing the transformational cycles, it's deep, it's pretty uncomfortable on the emotional level, and yet those of us who resonate here in new paradigm communities, emotionally responsible, emotionally intelligent humans, these transformational cycles are sort of inevitable. It's part of our soul growth. It's part of our human evolution and expansion. And according to the planets, ultimately, like, if we as a human don't endeavor, and I don't think this is always the case, but it is often the case, like if we ourselves don't endeavor to move with the change, as in if we resist the change, it just makes it worse, basically. It creates greater discomfort. It potentially creates illness. Or, instead of walking away from a job that you don't like, you might get sacked. Instead of walking away from a relationship that you're not into, shit goes down in the relationship, basically. So I've pulled 4 cards, and then we have the Osho one that I showed, the deeper understanding card, which popped up here, or popped out, which I always want to take. And I do feel that. I do feel such an anchoring of this deeper understanding, which is actually relevant to the share I did yesterday about deeper trust. So we're sort of viscerally, hey Revel, how are you? We're sort of viscerally, tangibly, really moving into this feeling of deeper trust. So integrating and I guess empowering the rebalancing that we've been undertaking for years now, honoring that divine feminine aspect, healing in the most authentic and true way that we can. And then ultimately, via that healed, empowered feminine aspect, empowering the masculine within us. So empowering our ability to speak up and take action and move in a direction that feels good and project and create in those ways. Of course, supported by our feminine, supported by that feeling of love and nurturing self-care, self-love, self-worth, all of that stuff that we've been really working on empowering these last few years. And now it's like integrating, and so then we take action with our masculine aspect. What up, Elliot? Oh, it's staying early for you, my friend. Tribe love. Although now when I'm thinking it's like 1:30, I guess, for you. Um, and then I'm like, in fairness, that's not too far off my wake up time these days. Holla, get your freak on. Get your freak on. Okay, so today the general reading for anyone who hi girl, there she is, Cara. I love you. And I love how I just love this community. Basically, I'm chuffed to be here. I'm thankful for this process, really. So, in moments, sometimes I'm like, "What is life? Why God?" Um, okay, so yes, this deeper understanding. Which I mean, I'm looking at this going. So there's this deeper understanding, and that's breaking us free. That's us finally moving out of this sort of prison state of being ultimately. And so we have some messages coming in. This came up, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, but there's definitely some anxiety heart activation, I want to say. Um, so I had a hot chocolate broke me out. What? I'm really drawn into this card as far as like I feel, and it could be connected to these messages that we're getting, and that there's some pretty heavy duty healing still being processed, still going on. There is a new beginning though. There's a new creative beginning here. We have King of Pentacles as well. There is some kind of support. Just be mindful of it. It's actually wanting to say go to here, go into temperance. Basically, this temperance energy is like the withdrawal, the spending time in nature, relating to nature. There's something really like gentle coming through, like this. But like that's the nurture vibration, like really coming into that self love, to heal this. And this is basically like, I guess, the duality of our experience as well, but that we can be fully present with everything that we've let go of, everything that we've lost, all of the parts of ourselves that we thought were real that aren't real. So like ego death, an actual loss, like losing people that we thought were part of our family, or losing um, parts of ourselves that we thought were real. So there's still this, and I can feel it, like it's still fairly dominant and quite heavy. But again, there are messages coming through, and I feel like the messages, I'm getting this vision of like, whoa, like grabbing hold of this wand and letting it take you out of this energy, allowing your own creative wisdom, allowing your own creative, what up, Laurie? allowing your own creative wisdom, sparkle, passion to pull you out of this energy. I'm also getting an insight around you need to make sure you're resting enough, especially if you're going through this major thing. Like, take a day off work if you need to. Um, like, really, I'm hearing this sense of like really hunker down, really let yourself drop in. Like, imagine again, like the little kid who gets hurt and starts crying. The mother doesn't, well, again, maybe old paradigm parenting, like, smarten up, stop crying, blah, blah, blah. But the new paradigm version of like a little kid who hurts itself, the mom doesn't scold it, the mother holds it and kisses the boo boo. And so this energy, I'm getting this like wrap yourself up in this beautiful blanket of love, for everything that you're feeling, for all of the intensity, whether we're sleeping so much we can't get out of bed or whether we're not able to sleep because there's so much energy moving through us. Hold space for the totality of it. This idea of holding space is actually what anchors you and allows you to have the awareness to hold on to something that's, I call them the lifelines. Like I talk about this channel being like a lifeline when I was going through some hardcore stuff in my own world, right? And so, um, grab hold of your creative passion, basically. Don't, whatever we do, don't let go of that creative passion, that creative expression. Irrelevant to the course as well, because I'm now really going into that part of remembering who you are, reconnecting to who you are, because it's our creative elixir as creative beings that is our lifeline in this world, especially in these times, these transformational times that we're living in. Part of knowing who we are is knowing our desired expression, whether it's movement or painting or speaking or writing or what have you. Grabbing having our journals to hand, having interests when it comes to things that we want to study. Oh my God, I just left a comment and then there's you live. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? It's so nice to see some of you guys cross over from the Instagram fam. I did post, because I mentioned that wasn't wanting to be harsh or anything, but somebody, and I haven't responded, but I just publicly posted basically because people are like, are you okay? I'm not seeing you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still alive. I'm not on Instagram or Facebook anymore. So, oh, thanks. Thanks, Elliot. Reflections, my friend. Oh, and and I'm getting this as well around like the next year. Basically, it's like just get ready, be ready to be ready for all of your dreams to come true. And don't and again, what so much of the shape shifting has been about relinquishing control, mental, emotional, spiritual, thinking that we're here to control the external world. That's the biggest lie that we were kind of ever told, in essence. The only thing that we're ultimately ever shape shifting is our inner relationship to self. And then you just have to be like on a wild ride, like trusting that you're not going to die before you want to, essentially. What was that I said? I'm not sure. So do you know how I'm getting another element to these cards and this reading as well, is that basically like a big essence of what we're shapeshifting is our belief system around money and the economy. And the King of Pentacles reversed with the way, and again, this is the brilliance of intuition, of vibrashe, is like even the way the cards are laid, the way they fall, the way they get laid down is interesting, because right now the understanding card is right above the King of Pentacles reverse. So we as the self, as like the more whole being, are coming into such a profound understanding of our creative elixir here, that we really are rising out and breaking free from the old paradigm, because I would say ultimately as well, if the king's in the reverse, that's old paradigm energy, manipulation, control, and domination. This is how the world works. This is how you're going to make money. Blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, no, I'm going to break free and join my friends over here in freedom. And then the advice, or like the spiritual wisdom, is temperance. Like, it's not actually about like flying off, although, like, we do that in our consciousness, but it's actually about getting really grounded and really present. And again, it's like grounded and present, whether we're feeling like woohoo, creative inspiration, or we're feeling like ugh. Because either way, if there's too much extreme in the polarity, we're feeding an energy potentially out of balance. So it's the remembrance to come back to self, to come back to balance, to come back. But it's like coming back into the body, coming back into, because your body is connected to earth, and earth is ultimately where we're living. We're here on earth. And it's here that we're kind of in service, not individual egoic constructs. We're in service here with the earth evolution and planetary field. So we're going to let the messages come in, and we're going to allow ourselves to hold space for that polarity. And so that we can really, in our presence, discern which storylines we're desiring still and which ones we want to lay down. Because there definitely is adventure on the cards here. Sorry, guys. I don't know what is up, but like I have like almost like an OCD around cleanliness in my nails. And every morning I like sit here and I have like a really nice, off I go onto a side tangent. So anyway, I have this like nail file that has a pricky thing at the end, and I clean my nails, and like somehow, well, I guess 5 hours. It's been like almost 5 hours since I woke up, but somehow my nails are all dirty. And I'm like, it's like being a yoga teacher and having dirty feet. So yeah, this card has just popped out, and I totally res with it as far as like, not right here present maybe, although I am going away, aren't I? But adventure, there's definitely like, and I think this is more energetic at this point, but it is, the feeling of adventure is also moving us into 2020. Like being willing to take risks, being willing to book tickets and go places and do things that are maybe out of the norm, and yet they are leading us back to home, back to the light and rainbow essence of our beingness. The freedom, right? Lifting out from this false construct of I'm just like a worker bee that's meant to be a cog in the patriarchal system, imbalanced false perception, or I can listen to the inspiration, the creative inspiration that comes from within, trusting that that is the truth of my reality, knowing that that truth will heal this pain. And then off I go into a new adventure of life, grounded and present in my divinity state here on earth. This is an angel on planet Earth. So it's like anchor this energy, be embodied in the, the energy of your integrity and your wholeness and the truth of your spiritual presence, basically. Like know your truth as a spiritual being and allow that to break you free, and then make manifest in the ways that you're desiring. It will ground. You're birthing the new awareness. I mean, I know it to be true because this is what this is. Makes perfect sense. This healing that some of you still might be processing, this is all past life healing and illusion of control. It's pretty much always that. Any trigger point is essentially traced back into past life / genetic. I kind of put them all there at this point, because whether it's in the ethereal karmic realm of our own personal life time, or past, or genetic coding, ancestral lineage stuff, it's still this in the here now. Discomfort on the emotional, or looping patterns on the emotional, are personal control patterns, which again are linked to our personal karma because we've been bound to that system and controlled by it, gave our power to it. And then we heal those fragmented aspects of self by basically sitting with this in the light of your awareness. So all that pain, and this I've been during my meditation this morning, um I kept getting, oh, interesting, retrograde hell. Okay, that's a really fair point, Kara, right? Like going over it. And then when I was meditating this morning, and basically the last like 12 hours, I keep literally in my own beingness, I keep having this vision. I keep seeing myself offloading like my bodysuit, but it's like all the falseness. So I keep seeing myself literally like taking off like a snake is taking off a layer of skin. It's more like that. It's like, and I scan. So in meditation, be scanning my body and ultimately my reality, and be like shedding the skin that doesn't belong to me. Shedding, which is obviously connected to stories and connected to patterns of victimhood, connected to in karmic entanglements. Um, any aspect of low vibrational stickiness, basically. Just keep taking it off, go for long walks, keep shedding. And then within that polarity, just keep inviting the new, keep inviting positive, loving, abundant, beautiful energies, for the whole. Yeah, I love all the refinement. It is like that. It's weird. It's so weird. This whole year is sort of like one day. If this whole year in many ways, but not like I'm aware stuff has happened. But this whole year to me has sort of felt like a very bizarre Groundhog Day, like going over and over. And yet, yes, there's this refinement happening, and I'm only now beginning to be aware of it. Mainly because a lot of the egoic control constructs have been laid down, have been laid to rest. Like I can firmly just be like, I don't know. I'm not in control. I'm just present in my beingness. So let's see what happens, basically. At the same time, there is a beautiful love and hope and positivity and clarity in the love. Hi Natalie. Hi Elf. How are you? Hi Erin. Nice to see you all here. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for the likes and subscribes and comments. I really appreciate them. I do usually a daily live update. I have the live share crew if you want to join the kind of exclusive Ultra Love TV live share crew. And again, for those of you who are new here, I offer intuitive tarot online coaching, like New Paradigm intuitive coaching, yoga sessions, if that's something you're into, and the Be the Change online courses. That's going to be a huge focal point of promotion for Ultra Love, is to really get unplugged, vegan, sustainable to the best of your ability, and to just keep sharing the noodles, the perspective of this paradigm shift energy on the planet. We're right out front, my friends. It's weird, right? Like we designed it this way, but there's being out in the front just means like you don't see what's coming, but you're leading the way with your flashlights in your heart. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm gonna bow out and carry on with the writing before driving further south today, going to the coast. So feel free to make some donations, contribute to Ultra Love in whatever way you feel. And I'll look forward to speaking to you guys tomorrow. I love you. Oh, and my hair is still going to be purple. I bought, for £4, I bought some violet, what's it called? I don't know if it will actually hold because it is just a wash in, but I got some like, what was it called? Something like violet violet sensations or something like that. Thanks. Yay, yeah. So I'm gonna try the purple slash violet hair as a wash-in and see how that goes. Yeah, fun. Just fun. It's all for fun. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Peace out.